Although, Paul, just a few short hours ago we were in a Melbourne winter. I kind of like this winter a little bit more.
Seriously, a Darwin winter, how good. We're at the Darwin Trailer Boat Club. Honey, because I love you, I brought you to see one of the best sunsets in the territory, and tomorrow I'm taking you crabbing and barra fishing on Darwin Harbour. Seriously, am I the best guy in the world?
I'm the luckiest girl in the world, and that was a cracker sunset.
I will cheers to that.
Cheers.
We all know how big the Northern Territory is. It is absolutely huge. But Cristy, please tell everyone, how far are we from our hotel room in the middle of Darwin?
Approximately 3.5, maybe 4 minutes, and we're down at Dinah Beach Boat Ramp.
It is just crazy. And today, what are we chasing?
Barra and crab. I can't believe that we can get that this close to the main town.
Seriously, to me, that's what Darwin is all about. Honey, after you,
Thank you.
It is barra and crab time. Morning, how are you?
Good.
Morning, Carl, beautiful trip across Darwin Harbour. Are we up for crabs or barras first?
We're going to start with crabs this morning, Paul. It's on top of the tide now. I got up early this morning and put a few pots in to see how we go.
He is a man that I like. Getting up early, putting the pots in so we can reap the rewards. Now, we're not very deep here.
This is the fun bit.
I'll do the hard work, Cristy. I'll do all this.
The big surprise.
Let's have a look at what we've got here. I tell you what we've got.
Yes, there's crabs.
Look at the size of them too. Look at that for a crab. That is very impressive. Very first pot of the morning. This has literally only been in for 3 or 4 hours. They are some very big crabs. I'm going to get Carl at the front here to tell us all about them. Yes!
Well done. Carl, these are some big crabs.
They're beautiful crabs, Cristy. Exactly what you want in Darwin Harbour.
So, if someone's coming out, you would almost expect to get crabs every time.
99% of the time, Paul, yes.
It is just so amazing, so close to the middle of the city. And this stuff, like these crabs, I've seen these in restaurants. That one there is probably worth up to $200 if you go to a restaurant and get it all done in chili. You're paying for your charters by the first crab you get. How do you know they're full of meat?
The third nodule.
Yep.
In here, if you can't squeeze a meal out of those, they're definitely full. Once they get brown underneath the belly like that, definitely full.
Now, do you have to be an expert to handle these things? Because Cristy, you're definitely a crab expert and you're doing a great job.
I can't believe I've got this in my hands, and he's alive.
He is alive.
There's definitely quick ones and there's slow ones. You don't want to be done by a quick one.
I'm here now. If a crab does happen to bite you, Carl, and I believe there's only 2 types of crabbers in the NT, those that have been bitten, those that are going to be bitten. Yeah. As an experienced man who's been bitten, what do you do apart from scream expletives?
If he's got you by one claw, you can get something else and put in the other claw, he'll let you go, but 9 times out of 10 he'll drop that claw, then you've got to prise him open with pliers.
So if you get bitten by a crab, get your mate, get his finger in the other claw, and then you're safe.
Right, how to tie a mud crab. Halve your string under his carapace, around both claws and the back flippers. Lift him, put your big toe on him, push him down and tie him up. Yeah, this mud crab is safe. Bit of dirty water coming out of this creek over here on the left-hand side. In about 15 minutes, it'll start pushing out the mouth of this creek here. It'll make an eddy on this corner just here, and that's where the barrels sit, hopefully.
So the boat is in position and Carl reckons about 10 minutes before these barras start moving down. So it's a great opportunity to check our gear. I haven't cast this reel for about 2 weeks, can't remember what I did last. I might have been trying to bust off a snag. So always check your drag, make sure it's perfect, because you would hate to have that first cast look a great fish and your drag's either too loose or too hard.
So today I'm fishing with soft plastics, and when I'm using soft plastics I also like to use this stuff. It's S-Factor, it smells really good. Well, if you're a fish it smells really good. You just put a little bit on with your finger, helps to mask human odours, and it also makes the fish hold on a little bit longer.
A lot of people probably watching thinking, why are they using bait cast reels when it's so difficult? I got to tell you, it ain't that difficult. They say the first 20 years are the hardest, bit of a joke, but these things are amazing because they give you two things when you're fishing. They give you a line and they give you length. If you've ever played a bit of cricket, you know just how crucial those things are. When I point the rod tip, this lure goes exactly where that rod tip is pointing. With a spin reel, it can go pretty much anywhere in that 180-degree arc. The other thing too, all I've got to do is slam my thumb on the back of the spool there, and this lure will drop exactly where it is at the time. Bang, you can literally put it on a dime almost every time. Well, the lure I'm using for these barramundi today is absolutely deadly, and the way it is rigged is crucial. It's a small squidgy mongrel. You see I've got a worm hook going through the back there, rigged weedless, and at the front there, this is the key, a loop knot with a very small P-sinker. That gives it the weight to get down, gives it a nice pivot point, and this thing swims so naturally, the barramundi just cannot help themselves.
I got him!
No,
I knew he was
Cristy.
in there!
Is that the third time he hit?
Yep.
Good work.
Possibly second, but I think third.
I think the third. You're a bit slow on the uptake a couple of times.
Oh, what?
Carl said
Cheeky.
this drain would hold some barramundi.
He sure has. Bring him in.
Oh,
Woo!
he's a little odd, but he's feisty.
He's feisty, all right.
There we go.
How's the movement in this creek? The water and everything, there's different colours.
Cristy Worstling.
Go.
Well played.
Well done, Cristy.
Thank you.
Couple of bites, Cristy. You persevered and bang, you come back.
Yeah, Carl told me where to be putting my cast in. I had a couple, I missed him, but I was persistent.
You got him.
And he couldn't help himself.
Now this fish is under legal size for a barramundi in the NT, but just think Darwin Harbour. Darwin's like 10 minutes away, and
I was just going to say, check.
yeah, no tag there, no $1 million fish, but there are 6 fish in the territory right now, barramundi that is, with a red tag, and they are potentially $1 million fish. Make sure you register, because if you won $1 million and caught a barra, it's going to be a pretty good day.
Holy moly, that would be awesome.
So exciting. Beautiful barra.
Bang
Go
on!
up.
Yeah!
It's a nice fish, Dale.
Yes! 2 for 2. So, I was a bit cheeky, and while Paul was getting my fish off the lure,
You're a team player.
I was having a cast with his rod.
And this one's a little bit better too, Dale.
Because the best time to catch a fish
Is
is within minutes of catching the last fish.
exactly right. So I'll just do all the hard work, Dale. Don't worry about me.
Sorry about
Look at
that.
the flared gills on this guy. That is amazing. Look at that red Cristy, and he has absolutely engulfed that lure. Now with a barramundi, no matter how big,
Yeah,
always support the belly, Dale.
definitely.
Because if you hang them by the mouth, it puts a lot of pressure on their neck and they can die.
Yes.
And of course we want to put this guy back, because imagine coming to the territory and catching this barramundi when you're living in Melbourne, it's 6 degrees and you've got all this ahead of you.
I can't imagine it because I'm doing it right now and it's awesome. And can we checked?
Yeah, negative. We just keep trying. No tag. When you're fishing with this girl in the territory, you always feel like $1 million.
Oh, that's a bit nice.
I tell you what, she's not bad, is she? Catches all the barramundi, back casting. I'm doing all the dirty work, like letting them go. See you, mate. Beautiful. You can see the city behind me there, that's Darwin. We're literally in Darwin Harbour, and we can see barra schooling on the edge of this bank as the tide goes down. You can see about a dozen over there, just sitting there ready for the taking. Just got to cast it a little bit further. Just mooching up along the flats here, and you'll see just above us is a snake drain, and the drain literally goes from a brown snake as it winds its way into the ocean and then turns into a beautiful blue snake if you use your imagination. And we're tipping the barramundi are going to be sitting in that blue waiting for anything that comes down that creek, because that is going to be their lunch. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Hey! And that is exactly what I was talking about. That barra was literally sitting exactly where the brown turned to blue.
Sorry,
And the reason I knew that was going to be the case is because Carl told me he's a nice fish.
We both said when you did that cast.
Yeah, that's me.
That was you.
These are beautiful fish. They're just such epic creatures, Barramundi.
Good job.
There's going to be more than one in there too.
Okay, so I'm going to keep casting.
Go for it, Dale, go for it. You're right, mate, there's no rush. He's a beautiful fish. There we go, straight over. Nothing but net. Well done. Look at that. Beautiful barra. Now, the key here, they're going to bounce around a lot because he's just come in and he's green. When I say a fish is green, he's not physically green, but he's actually green because he's just come in and he's bouncing around the place. And that is a chromed up barramundi. When I say he's chromed up, look at that chrome colour, look at the yellow tail. That is a saltwater barra. And with Darwin in the background, I've got to say I'm one happy camper. Look at that. How could you not just love him?
Yep.
Good work. My fish over here swimming. He's hooked up.
Oh, get out that way. I might just cut him down here.
Come up the front, mate. Come up the front. My bro's having a swim over the side, mate. You get another one coming in, and oh, he's a nice fish. When you find them, you find good numbers, don't you?
Yep. They're patched up in here.
Mate, you're taking clients at here sometimes like 7 days a week.
Yep.
Can they believe you can catch barramundi and such good crabs on the doorsteps?
No, they don't. Especially looking at Darwin just there.
Yeah, it's mind blowing, isn't it?
Beautiful.
And
yep.
How good is it not having to drive 3 hours?
That's right. Yeah, only 10 minutes across the harbour.
Yep. And you're just some beautiful fish.
Plenty of these.
Look at that yellow tail. That means he's a salty.
Yeah, beautiful fish.
Beautiful fish. Well, as much as I love catching Darwin barramundi, I love eating mud crabs so much. Time and tide waits for no man. This tide is dropping. We've got to go get our crab pots because I'm a very hungry man and I want crab for dinner.
This is my favourite part. Yes, there's crabs in there. Wait, there's three and a half. Look at this little guy.
There's some beautiful crabs there too. Look at this little baby. And how's the size of these things? Seriously, Cristy, we're going to eat like kings.
I can hear your tummy rumbling already.
So good, I love this like you would not believe. There we go.
Expertly hooked. There is crabs.
There are so many crabs.
There's lots of crabs.
I'll give you a hand, That's it, watch yourself. Oh,
look at that.
Look
at the size of that one.
Look at that for some crabs. So let's go on the deck.
That'll do.
Holy snapping. Now, Carl, how many got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 5 crabs.
That's a pretty reasonable pot.
What's your world record?
16 in one of those pots.
16 in one pot.
And 3 fell off the side of it.
In the crab lottery, you call that a jackpot.
That is just mind-blowing. He's huge.
Good one.
So Carl, what are your top 3 tips for crabs?
Fresh bait, big tides, pot has to be sitting on the bottom flat.
Well, it seems to work.
It sure does. Now I'm going to give you my top tip for crabs. Make sure you check out Darwin Barra and Crab. This bloke, unbelievable. Tonight, we eat like kings. Woohoo!